So you're a Christian, and I want to ask you this question. Would you continue to look at that stuff you look at online if every time you did, Jesus would appear on the screen being whipped for that sin? If you're a Christian, would you continue to gossip behind people's backs if every time you did, Jesus would show up and be whipped for that sin? Would you be out with that person who you're not married to if Jesus showed up every time you met them and was whipped and beaten and crucified for that sin? See, the problem with your outlook and my outlook is that we trust Jesus for eternal salvation, but we're not trusting what he says, that sin is serious, that sin leads to death. And that's not being a follower of Christ. That's being a follower of a reward of being a Christ follower, not being a Christ follower. So you can't just trust Jesus for eternal life, but not trust him on everything else that he says. The problem is that we sin and then we don't see any consequence. We don't see any penalty. So we make ourselves believe this isn't a big deal. The truth is that Jesus already paid the price. So just because you are not currently suffering does not mean that he did not suffer in the past. Let us not get caught up in this false belief that sin is meaningless, that just a little sin is okay, when the truth is that no sin is okay. We will fail, we will fall, and Jesus has us, but may it never be on purpose. May it never lead to us believing that it's okay, that it's just a small thing, that it's just a little sin. So let's not only take Jesus seriously when he talks about that beautiful eternal life, but let's take him seriously when he talks about the seriousness of sin. Let's do it together and change our lives with his help, with his love, with his strength. Let's do it together. My name is Daniel, and this is The Narrow Road Home.